And viewers, NDTV's Sujata Dwivedi also spoke to aviation expert Vipul Saxena, who weighs in on the recent crash, calling it a wake-up call while highlighting Boeing's legacy, its advances in aircraft technology, and the urgent need to rebuild passenger confidence through transparency and safety reforms.
Now coming to this particular accident, so I would not like to blame Boeing particularly for this accident. I think what has happened, it is a cultural issue in the Indian aviation industry where things are taken too lightly when it comes to regulatory compliances or systems and process. And that is what is happening mostly in the Air India, which is very evident from the fact that there were notices given by DGCA to Air India, but there were no response. And the observation which were made were very serious. Safety issues, passenger safety issues, and no response. And I think I was watching one of the news yesterday, which had covered that as per them, there were about 35 snags over 29 days in this particular aircraft. And those also related to very critical components which ensure safety of the aircraft. And those two were repeatedly coming on record. So I think with this kind of situation, it calls loudly that there have been shortcuts in maintenance, there have been shortcuts in policy violations, and there have been shortcuts in terms of regulatory compliances. And I think that is where these problems ultimately led to crash, a fatal crash, very unfortunate, killing so many people.
Right, and now while we do understand that the aviation ministry is under high alert and high alarm, the bigger question is, what are you entitled to as a passenger if your flight is delayed or cancelled? As per the Directorate General of Civil Aviation Guidelines, it depends on the circumstances. Here's my colleague Pallavi with a brief overview of what you can expect and what you should ask for.
So we have seen numerous instances, over 80 flights being cancelled, numerous flights being delayed because of a whole host of factors over the course of the past week. Now this includes the geopolitical tensions in the Middle East, as well as a cautious approach by engineering staff and pilots, along with enhanced ongoing safety inspections. So here is what you can do as somebody who is about to fly if your flight has been delayed or has been cancelled. Now the first instance is if the delay is of less than 24 hours. Now within that specifically, if the delay is of less than 6 hours, then the DGCA mandates that the airline operator will provide passengers with meals and refreshments at the airport. Now when the delay is of more than 6 hours, the airline operator is mandated to offer the option of either a full refund or on an alternate flight within a period of 6 hours. If the delay is of more than 24 hours, then the airline operator is mandated to offer the passenger the option of hotel accommodation that will also include transfers to and from the hotel. The operating airline will also have discretion in terms of what are the hotel options that they will provide the passengers. Now, in case of flight cancellations, the airline is required to refund the ticket in case the passenger is not willing to travel on alternates or subsequent flights or another airline flight.
Right, now, while we address the crisis, ask questions, also tell you what you can do, let's now go across to Tanushka Datta to understand the new rules introduced by the Aviation Ministry for structures around the airport. Tanushka, please tell us, what are these new rules?
Right, so this is a week after Air India's crash in Gujarat, and the Ministry of Civil Aviation has released new draft rules to tighten control over structures that pose risk to aircraft safety. The draft titled Aircraft Demolition of Obstruction Rules 2025 that was issued yesterday, June 18th, will come into force in an official gazette soon. Now, these rules clearly mandate that these rules give authorities the power to take prompt action against buildings and trees that exceed height limits in designated aerodrome areas and zones. Now, this is seen as a proactive step to prevent potential accidents and caused by obstructions in flight paths. So basically, these rules will determine a specific height that is required to have of buildings and structures in these aerodrome spaces so that they do not obstruct the air space. Now, under this draft, any structure found violating the prescribed height limits may be serviced a notice by the officer in charge of an aerodrome. Owners must submit a detailed information, including structure dimensions, site plans within 60 days, and failure to comply with this could result in enforcement action, including demolition or height reduction. The Civil Aviation Ministry has also invited objections or suggestions from the general public at large within 20 days of the notification being issued of its publication, and responses may be sent to the DGCA, that is the Director General of Civil Aviation. So these rules do come in as, a major change at this point with respect to the crash that has happened, so that in future the fact that this aircraft Boeing 787 AI-171 crashed into the BJ Medical College at Ahmedabad does not happen again. A crisis after crisis, we must not forget that medical interns have also lost their lives. So to avoid such a mishap, these rules will come into force.
Right, right.